On Guard is a tale as old as time. It looked neat, I liked its concept, so I tried out its demo, and I was disappointed. It's not as though I don't see the artistic purpose or anything. It's a Zorro-inspired hack and slash with a strong emphasis on acrobatic combat, encouraging players to utilize the environment as much as their sword, all while spinning an anti-authoritarian tale as lighthearted as it is passionate. There's a lot of potential for creative, poetic self-expression through these relatively simple mechanics. Sounds good, right? But then I have to talk about how the dialogue is only witty about 1/10 of the time, with the majority constituting juvenile, unclever banter. And I have to mention how the parrying window is so generous that you can easily just mash the block button to perform counters. Oh, and the interactable objects not only glow, but all display button prompts because you aren't trusted to remember the functions yourself. The enemy AI is so doltish that it often gets stuck on scenery, the environmental weaponry is so overpowered that there's little reason to even engage with the combat mechanics, and my least favorite of all? Everything is sticky. You barely have any real control over your character, you instead snap to enemies and objects, ensuring you feel more like a high-strength, high-efficiency magnet than a swashbuckling swordswoman. And all of these flaws aren't really On Guard's fault, they're emblematic of modern game development. The superficial, metacontextual dialogue enraptures audiences easily. The generous parrying window prevents frustration. The glowing items ensure nobody is ever confused. The enemy AI is moronic so you won't ever feel outwitted. The environmental weapons are overpowered to reward you for even glancing at the game mechanics. And the sticky character controls? Those are the most insidious. You see, players don't want games to let them control a character. What they want instead is for a game to understand their intent. It doesn't matter whether anyone actually did the thing, the game will just tell you you did the thing, and that'll make you happy instead. And this is demoralizing to me. It speaks to a complete lack of respect for my intelligence and yours, and it's now the industry standard. When we make games which give players everything they want and refuse to demand meaningful input or critical consideration, we're teaching people that failure is wrong. We're teaching them that looking cool is what matters, not what you did on your way there. We're placing emphasis on the destination and entirely ignoring the journey. But that's all unhealthy. It is okay to be confused when learning something. It is okay to ask oneself questions. It is okay to fail. It is okay to think. And I feel many modern games, particularly action titles, rob us of that opportunity under the guise of entertainment, as though we somehow can't have both. I was playing on hard mode in the optional arena challenge during this video, and it's comparable to the easy mode from old action titles. I engage with art to be challenged, to be pushed, to see new things, experience new worlds, to learn. And it's been so long since a new action game in our medium has offered me that. I want art which demands something from me again. I miss it, and I think its absence greatly damages our capacity for critical analysis in problem solving. Also, this game is incredibly poorly optimized, demanding way too many resources for its simple cartoony graphics, but that's sadly also quite common in this era of gaming.